If you hear sounds like a bubble wrap, that's me. I'm not even going to hide the fact that I just can't stop popping bubble wraps. So
Okay, there we go.
it's definitely healthier than crack cocaine.
All right,
For sure.
We are live now.
Lovely.
Just get this out on Twitter and the thing.
Ah, yes,
Yes,
Twitter, also known as Hellscape.
Yeah.
Picture is creeping me out.
Which picture?
That's the guy we're talking about.
Huh?
I don't want him near me.
Few people do.
I have to look at the Twitter. If I can find the post.
Breaks ceiling. Hey, guy.
He kind of looks like that, like the fecal philiac pedophile that Metacore did a video about years ago.
The what now?
Hello, Raptor Rex.
That probably doesn't narrow it down, actually.
That is news to me.
Yeah.
Can we please? Do I want to know?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you obviously like when I start a sentence with "he looks like that fecophiliac," like you don't need. There's no question of do I want to know. Like obviously you fucking don't.
I thought it would be polite to ask.
Politeness is gonna. We're entering the stream with talks of poop. Like there's no politeness is out the window already.
I'm
waiting until we get the optimum number of guests so I can say the N-word.
Oh, you're gonna say it on my stream? Oh, dude, that's awesome.
It's gonna happen, folks. Can you put a link to the stream also in the Discord chat?
Yeah, that's
so I can also see the chat and the stream chat and say hello to the people.
If you slap it in the Discord server, if you have whoever's got admin privilege, just at everyone in the media room and just say who's on the stream. Say like the 4 of us are on stream.
All right, let's see that. Hopefully that worked.
It definitely came up to say that it was streaming for me. Like
I didn't get a notification.
I got a notification.
I've got the little bell enabled, but I still didn't get a notification.
Okay, yeah, it went up on Media Giant.
Got to subscribe to the father of beans. I must rectify my disgrace. I have no idea how to.
New follower. Hello, new follower.
Oh no! I just saw what the guy looked like. Oh no! I don't like it. I don't like the way he looks at me. Can you like put a fucking smiley face on top of his face so that I don't feel like I'm going to die in my sleep?
It kind of looks like one of the really really horrible rabbits in like Watership Down.
Oh God!
My gosh.
Yeah, the general. He looks looks like a villain.
Yeah.
He really does look like a villain from a kids movie.
That's a surprisingly good description of him, I'd say.
Yeah, I can just imagine him like trying to like kill the main character of a kids movie where they have to like save the moon from being blown up or something.
Hello and welcome to my haunted mansion.
He's kind of got a look of Walter Peck from Ghostbusters.
Oh my God, he does.
Like if Walter Peck was like medically retarded.
So basically, he's the love child of me and Walter Peck.
Exactly.
Amazing.
I'm gonna miss him.
So, and this is about the time this guy sued Taylor Swift.
Yep. Okay, and Raptor, can you hear us? Should have asked that earlier.
Can I sue myself for causing me emotional distress?
I think you probably can in America.
Yeah.
Oh. In America, I could sue my parents for bringing me into this world without my consent.
Yes.
You'd probably win that suit as well.
Damages.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage has been done.
That's a lot of damage.
It's
Not
not
in,
much, really.
not in FlexTech could fix the damage. Sorry, I'm a bit gloomy today.
Well, hopefully we can cheer you up.
Yes,
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not like we've got to entertain people.
yes, you sure can cheer me up with talks of poop-eating pedophiles and men who sue Taylor Swift. That cheers anyone up.
I like that you put Taylor Swift on the same fucking bench as that. Just like poop eating pedophiles and Taylor Swift.
No, poop-eating pedophiles and men who sue Taylor Swift.
Okay, all I heard was the poopy and the Swift.
It sounds like a really bad pub.
It's like, where are you going? Oh, do you want to go to the Poop and Swift? Actually, the way I pronounced it then, it was less like a pub and more like a very low budget shop. Like you're like a sub Netto supermarket that's only local to like a northern town.
They only sell laxatives.
He's like, you're gonna go to the Safeway? No, I want to. I'm tucking my belt in this season. I'm gonna go to the Poop and Swift.
It's
Okay,
funny
you can
because
hear
if
us
you
good.
poop a lot, you lose a lot of weight, so you have to tuck your belt in.
And then the cashier talks way too much to you when you're at the counter. You're right, love. What you got there then? Just some crisps and some Johnson's baby oil. You having an orgy with your friends, are you? Yeah, having an orgy. It's the crisps and the baby oil. So if I could just get that in the car, that'd be great. Oh, that's lolga. Do you want Jerome? Can you come and help this man get his orgy supplies into the car? Fuck northern people. Literally the weakest race of humans.
I think it's really a race as much as it's an ethnicity. I'm not an expert.
Look, I mean, I'm not saying genocide. I'm just like, I'm not taking it off the table.
If we're gonna genocide Northerners, can we leave Lee Mack alive, please? I like him.
Sorry, he's a sacrifice for the greater good.
No.
Oh, look at the front cover.
Yep, there it is.
Looks like it
no.
was made on DeviantArt.
Pretty much.
Or with the Antifa flag.
Oh, jeez. I don't like this at all. It does make me feel better about my own drawing ability.
I do like how it says based on the true event instead of based on a true event, because it means that this is the true
The
event.
definitive truth, yeah.
It's the event.
If I recall correctly, he tried more than once, and she was not the only celebrity he tried to sue.
Oh, you see, it's the event, and we cannot go outside.
We can't speak of the event.
Do not think about the event.
The moon is coming down. We can't look at the sky.
There are no faces. I'm gonna have to rewatch these videos I can't do it tomorrow because, reasons.
So, okay.
It'll be fine. My boyfriend is coming over on the 4th of July, so that's lovely.
I
Nice.
hope that goes well. I hope that's lovely.
Well, that's my birthday, so I see that as you celebrating on my behalf.
Yes.
I practically am.
I can't be there, so next best thing, your partner.
Yeah. I'm gonna make him watch the Borderlands with me, and if he doesn't like it, I'm gonna have to break up with him. No, I'm joking. That was a joke.
Shit, it's not.
Jeez.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I won't break up with him. I love
No,
him
you don't
too
have to
much.
break up with him. You just get a funnel and some coffee.
Oh no. Wait, what do you want me to do with the funnel and the coffee?
Let me be very clear about this. You
Jacob.
need to poop your poop into his butt. Then, and only then, will he understand. Because he will be sat on the toilet later on, crapping out your feces, with the newspaper, presumably, thinking, phew, I should have left well alone.
Enjoyed the Borderlands.
Yeah. I should have enjoyed the movie and left well alone. Or said I enjoyed it, but now I've got a butt full of feces that is not mine. So it's embarrassing. It's kind of gone cold.
Well, we've been live for 11 minutes now. Should we just get started and entertain Raptor, or?
I mean, I guess.
Oh, this is discouraging. Not that I'm not happy about you being here, Raptor, but...
We are your personal court jesters tonight, Raptor. Please don't expect too much.
It's like, because I can't...
Maybe the people on the from the Discord don't want to come. If you said I was next, they're like, "Oh fuck, Jacob, he left. He's not one of us anymore."
Except Raptor Rex. He's like, gobble gobble, we accept you one of us.
Gimbal gobble, gimbal gobble.
I don't know why it just sounds like you went gobble gobble. So it's like Retro's just like nom nom nom. Give me beans. You liver beans into my mouth.
No, I said I quoted that one movie Freaks where they chant gobble gobble.
They
we
don't
accept
say
one of
gobble
us.
gobble.
Gimbal gobble.
Gooble gobble.
Yeah, it's Google gobble.
Okay. I guess I just pronounced it wrong. It's definitely not gabba gabba like the Ramones sing.
There's a show called Yo Gabba Gabba.
I've seen that. I've heard about it. I am the king of N-Wordia, says Raptor Rex. And we are his court jesters.
Circus.
Clowns.
I don't think that the stream can see the book, by the way.
I don't think they need to. I don't think they should.
Okay.
You shouldn't see this.
How do I make
it's
that
not
happen
good.
then?
Right, what pro are you using OBS?
Yeah.
Okay, so open up OBS. Okay, so on your add a source.
Okay.
Then just add display capture.
Fucking boomer moment over here. No offense,
there
father
we
of
go.
beans.
I knew that, but thank you.
Momentary lapse of memory, I'm sure.
Yes. Thank you, Jacob.
Momentary lapse of reason.
Alright, well...
Idea.
So, I guess for now, let's get started on why I sued Taylor Swift and how I became falsely known as frivolous, litigious, and crazy. Falsely.
Question. Inquiry. What the fuck does frivolous and litigious mean? If he purple proses the shit out of this, I'm gonna need a lot of translation help because,
Basically that his lawsuits were baseless.
Ah, okay.
All right.
I can't imagine why.
Oh god, I forgot. Comic illustrations by hired ghost illustrator.
Oh,
Can't
I'm
even...
so sorry.
Imagine that you got a ghost to do it.
Imagine that though. It's like, can you
To be
publish...
fair, they do look like someone who doesn't have like the physical, like corporeal form to be able to grip a fucking pencil.
I mean, I thought my art is bad, but
Well, my art isn't any better than this, but I never illustrated a fucking book.
Yeah.
Either that or I'm thinking like, okay, I'm giving you literally my lowest quality work and you don't get to know my name.
Oh, nice.
Just send my payment to this, like, backup bank account here.
See.
Foreshadowing epigraph, either I'm dead or I'm crazy, Jefferson Smith. Mr. Smith
What is an
goes to lunch.
epigraph?
It's a good question. Talented girl.
So do you like? I guess we are going to get the backstory somewhat from this guy's point of view, but like, can you give us some background, Bean Daddy?
Actually, the book is really about his life.
Right.
Oh no.
So even though it's called Why I Sued Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
An
Yeah, see,
autobiography.
here we got, Russell Greer, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, I already hate this man.
I
Just
love how
based on these titles, I just don't like him.
one of them is still plot twist.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes, you rotten no good agents. Oh my god, he writes like Chris Chan.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
This will prove to you that anyone can get a book published.
I
I
don't.
only knew that from Stones to fucking Abigail.
Okay, here we have the animated introduction.
Oh God.
Look,
I don't like this.
Alright, now, I'm gonna do what I saw another person do, and when I'm reading stuff from Russell, his point of view, I'm going to try and not use my lips at all, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I explained this to you guys, but for Raptor, if you don't know, Russell has what's called Mobius syndrome. That means that he cannot turn his eyes, like if he wants to look to the side or glance, he has to turn his head entirely. And he cannot close his lips.
So he's a low-brand Terminator.
Pretty much.
I mean, well then again, it's this guy, so I guess it's okay.
Alright, a little animation to set this story up. Just to be clear, the story isn't about the guy who grabbed Taylor Swift's butt and sued her. No, this story is about a young man with a disability and his celebrity crush.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna take this as him saying it. For years, Russell Greer saw Taylor Swift interact with fans who reached out to her. Russell relied on these stunts as an invitation, a representation, and believed that if he stood out from everybody else and did something elaborate, that's one way of putting it,
Oh.
that Taylor Swift would notice him and make his wildest dreams come true. I don't want to know why that's in quotation marks.
His wildest dream probably involved a chain in his basement.
Going full Mr. Plinkett there, huh?
Yeah.
Russell imagined everything working out perfectly, but bad agents, slander, and misunderstandings stopped those dreams from coming true.
so fucking Chris Channy.
Oh God.
Slander and misunderstandings.
This looks like Control-Alt-Delete. It does, Raptor, it does.
You should fucking set up this guy and Chris Chan on a date. Maybe then finally the world will know peace.
Mary Lee Walsh told me that true love was illegal in Virginia.
The thing is, Rudy, like, people like them usually hate each other. So.
Oh. I always say
self-hatred. They see themselves in the other person. Then they refuse to accept it.
Exactly.
I always think the whole incel thing could be solved if they all stopped being cowards and just had sex with each other.
That would work.
That's what
I think it would. I don't think most of them are gay.
Yeah, that's why I said stop being cowards. Just fucking get it over with. Close your
That's
eyes.
like a reverse fucking evangelical Christian or Muslim or whatever stance on homosexuality. Like they're going, homosexuality is bad. It's a choice. Whereas you're going, homosexuality is great. It's also a choice.
I never said they should be gay. Just have
I
sex
could have been
with each
straight,
other.
but I just wanted some of that dick. Just like, it's time to man up. Just fucking, look deep inside yourself and go get some dick.
Look deep
Act like a
inside
fucking
yourself.
man and put the dick in your mouth.
Look deep inside yourself and take one deep inside yourself.
Yeah, and there's the one guy who's just gonna be like,
pride.
You know what? You're right. Okay,
And
here we go. Dude, I did not agree with this. Just go with it. It's gonna be cool.
It's like, I'm not sure this is really for me. Silence, incel.
Like you've got to search for the hero inside yourself, the king.
Search for the hetero inside yourself.
Okay. Good intentions turn Russell's celebrity crush against him. I love these drawings. Taylor Swift stabbed Russell in the heart. She hurt him more than she could ever know, or maybe she did know that she was hurting Russell. And she
That's what the song's about. She's like, look what you made me do.
and she kicked him off of the cloud.
You made me stab you on a cloud and then kick you.
He rode high upon. Oh,
Why are they on
Jacob,
a cloud?
That's the funny thing. Eventually, we are going to get to Russell singing.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
No.
Well, no. He writes a song and hires someone to sing it for him, like a professional recording company. But we also get to see him perform a dance for, I think it was America's Got Talent.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
You never will be.
I'm sober enough. I don't want to be.
All that Russell had ever worked for was falling apart. He soon lied in the wreckage of his broken dreams, and now our story begins. Okay, so there I lied, amidst the wreckage of my Cloud9. Metaphoric glass covered me in the flames fanned by the news media, and the internet trolls surrounded me. After 2 years of giving all of my heart and all of my talent to impress Taylor Swift, to have her help me, a disabled songwriter.
The damn Clyde Cash.
Exactly.
This guy's like a more purple prose version of Christian. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm going to be physically sick.
I had been shafted by her agents and her. Phrasing. I had been left high and dry. Phrasing. All of my good intentions and efforts had been spat upon by them. Phrasing. It was like the whole thing was.
It was high and dry. It was high and dry, so they needed to put some spit on it before they shafted him.
It was like the whole thing was a reenactment from the music video for her song Bad Blood. Instead of her crashing through the window, though, it was me who was falling backwards through the glass. The Cloud9 that I wrote. Will you stop with that fucking analogy? Following several stories down in slow motion, not believing what had happened, as my body was smashed and strewn across a car, so to speak.
I wish your body really was smashed and strewn across a car.
The shock set in. In my mind's eye, I could see her and her agents, but only if you turned your head to the side, and her family laughing at me like wild hyenas. Okay, is this that episode of Buffy? As they sipped...
But they all become furries. Yes.
As they sipped wine in fancy wine glasses... You could have just said glasses.
Yeah.
I know.
Toasting to my defeat and my misery. And I could see them all slowly turn away. Taylor Swift, why do you have to say her full name every time? Gave me a wicked smile with one side of her mouth, and then she turned away, leaving me surrounded by the flames. This sounds like some shit anime idea.
This guy has a superiority complex, and he's got an inferiority complex about it.
Exactly.
Having a hard time imagining like that expression, a wicked smile with one side of her mouth. How the fuck would that look like?
Just like a smarmy little smirk, I'm guessing.
I don't know what a smarmy smirk looks like.
Think of like
Have you ever seen Jake Paul?
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
that makes sense. Okay.
After weeks of slowly recovering from the aftermath of it all, I'm assuming he means financially. With the news refusing my request to cover the truth of what I went through, they blasted false stories of me all over the internet, though. And the trolls dragging my name through the mud, I decided...
I sound like a broken record. This guy is Christian.
Yes, he is.
Yes. He's
Dragging my name through the mud.
All over the internet.
I mean, terrible writing, obsession with random women, disabled. That's fucking Christian's long lost brother.
Millie, so glad you could join us. You may be regretting it soon. McShadier, oh hell yes. Scott here from Michael Lawa. What is this? This is
hell.
Yeah,
We are in hell.
So we're reading a book written by the guy who sued Taylor Swift. Scroll back up. Let's show the fine people the little comic book intro we get.
Yes, and if you're wondering who this is, people, that haunting image on the screen, that is Russell Greer, a man who tried to sue Taylor Swift. And see, he obviously told this artist to take some liberties in his appearance.
I'll be honest, in the cartoon drawn of him, he straight up looks like Ice Ferno. I'm just fucking.
He's so mean to Ice Ferno.
I'm just saying, like, the cartoon looks like him. I'm not saying he looks like the real guy.
Yeah, see, here we have Russell going through his delusions, thinking that he could get Taylor Swift's attention, that they'd fall madly in love. But then here come the jerk-ops, the bodyguards.
This is when his heart got broken to 20%.
And to catch you up, this is them on Cloud 9. Get used to that phrase because he uses it a lot. And
I hate that phrase. I hate the phrase Cloud 9 because I'm very literal minded, so I just imagine if you're on Cloud 9, you're gonna fucking fall through it.
Don't you hate it when you be hanging out on a cloud with your celebrity crush, right? And she stabs you in the heart and tosses you into a volcano.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I want to say this is him crashing down to Earth, but this is not Earth. This is whatever world Russell lives in.
It's hell.
Yeah, it's very.
I swear that business with the clouds and the volcano. Is that not the origin story for Scientology?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, this is what happens, right? And now all his soul is going to come out and infect the minds of men.
I see. Somehow this is going to get out to everyone. It's going to get back to Russell Greer, and he's going to try and sue me for falsely accusing him of being a Scientologist.
I hope this guy sues me for being cross with him and his writing, because I am cross.
I'm also cross.
That's. I would expect that. I would be worried if you weren't.
I am miffed, annoyed.
Does Russell have his own original Mary Sue character? Raptor, he is his own Mary Sue character.
Yeah, straight up. It's like those Sonic 2 stories that are just about Chris. Like, because this is just obviously a retelling of his psychotic behavior from his point of view.
Yes.
Straight up. Straight up.
Alright, so, I decided to write this book to explain my side of things and tried seeking justice. Okay, I can't do a Chris voice. Seeking justice for myself and to reveal events that the news wouldn't cover and that the police refused to pursue, because there was no legal reason to pursue them. Some of those events were the many people who tried taking my life, the death threats against my family. I'm going to say right here, there is literally nothing to support those two claims.
Yeah, like, who gives a shit enough to try and have him killed?
A girl committing suicide, the online bullying and the stalking against me, Taylor Swift slandering my intentions, and how Taylor's record label tried hiding this event.
Imagine stalking this guy.
You will quickly find
the guy that stalks Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, you have because obviously I've never been a stalker. I don't know how it works. You have to like work your way through the ranks. Like, the bottom tier is this shit, like stalking other stalkers. Then you stalk like people you know, and then I guess you can stalk like e-girls or whatever, and then finally you can stalk a celebrity.
I guess, but
you have to get promoted.
I'm sure you've guessed that you will see
the ranks
that
after each. Oh, sorry.
That this is also bullshit.
For God's sake. To rise the ranks to become the ultimate stalker, you have to fight every person you've stalked before. Then you can continue stalking the next person in the next rank. That's how it works, I think.
Sounds.
Actually, the reason he was on a cloud, is that Taylor Swift and her realm were about to win their 10th straight victory in Mortal Kombat. And this guy was the only thing standing in the way of them conquering our world.
Too bad.
You'll remember the Mortal Kombat movie?
Yes.
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 That was the shit.
It was.
I love Christopher Lambert in that. Then again, I just love Christopher Lambert.
Sorry.
A handful of people on a leaky boat are going to save the world. Exactly.
It's so over the top. It's like, the fate of billions will be in your hands. Sorry.
Okay, but these comments about Taylor Swift, you probably assumed it already, but you are going to see that she and her PR team they tried to be as polite with him as they could, both in private and in the public.
It's going to be one of those things of like, Chris, you cannot take a sign that says "want available white woman" into a college campus. Like,
Pretty
you can't
much.
fucking do it.
Wear a T-shirt that says
And
"Want women" on it.
And his interpretation is, true love is illegal in Virginia. It's going to be that, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like you know what's been so fucking poisonous about doing the Sonichu streams is I've become one of those Harry Potter motherfuckers who relates every event to Harry Potter, except I relate every event to Chris Chan's fucking life.
Oh dear.
Like,
What you made me do.
fucking Trump on the TV being like, these protesters, they're smashing everything up, and I'm sitting there going, man, this is just like the time Mary Lee Walsh.
The difference
Fucking
between
ridiculous.
You are a god level Christorian now.
It's
Well, you
finally
see-
fucking happened.
you see the difference between Sonichu, Chris Chan, and Harry Potter is Sonichu is actually good compared to
Oof.
Harry Potter.
So I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, it's better.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's get going though. We are on page 11 and not even
Oh
the
yes,
first chapter.
yes. Let's return to some J.K. Rowling level literature. Let's go.
This book is an attempt to clear my name and to show that I'm not crazy or frivolous or litigious, but to show that I'm a human being who stands on principle as long as it works out for you. This book gives an in-depth look into what really happened and also shows how Taylor Swift and her agents had duties to not shaft me. Phrasing.
I'm
Christ.
sorry, what?
Not shaft me.
Shit.
Phrasing.
Judging by like the photos I've seen of this guy, he should be grateful of every shafting he can get.
This book shows the plight. Oh, you're going to hear a lot about that. This book shows the plight
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
shaming him on his appearance. Go fuck yourself.
who struggle to get into the entertainment industry. It also shows how elitism in Hollywood is implicit discrimination. Most importantly, encourages those who may have a Taylor Swift. Why is the A in the quotation marks there? In their life to not back down. It encourages those who have been wronged to not give up, but to fight back, to scream and shout. You can't do that very well, though.
Just screech. Just say you can't move. the
Okay.
lips.
So
Yeah.
if I analyze this correctly, the whole moral of the story is it's supposed to encourage people who have a celebrity crush to such a degree that they stalk people and that they should act like entitled little shits until they get their way.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about like that mouth business and thinking like, imagine this guy and Sylvester Stallone and like a case of beer.
You wouldn't hear a thing.
Like that is a Netflix special I would personally bankroll. Like
Me
you're
just
effectively
Sylvester
laughing at the
Stallone.
disabled.
I'd watch.
I'm disabled. I'm allowed to do that.
To get on tabletops and yell from the top of your lungs, to bring attention to your situation, and if needs be.
Oh, that's in the book. I thought you were still pitching the Netflix special.
Perfect line for it, though. Set the situation on fire so others can see the unjustness. Perfect moral, yes.
Unjustness.
Chapter 1.
Good comment in the chat. Is Harry Potter part of the dimensional merge? Because I want to opt out if so.
We'll have to ask Chris. Let's get in contact with him. Okay. Oh, and I want to specify on this channel, I don't care what the fuck Chris says. I say he. He is not serious about being transgender. He just wants attention. Oh, all the trolls are coming after me. Go away. Wait, why are you really going away?
Yeah, basically.
Why are you all going away? Wait a second. Nobody's paying attention to me.
Exactly. Chapter 1. The duty of being in the spotlight.
Right, I'm gonna call it now. This guy who wrote this book is in the future going to pretend to be like transgender as well, just to like get the protection of the LGBT community, just like Chris. I'm fucking calling it now.
Who knows? Who fucking knows? If I told you that Taylor Swift destroyed my life, even though she and I never physically met, would you burst into hysteric laughter and write me off as crazy?
Yeah.
Why, yes.
I
Yes,
mean,
I would.
I didn't burst into hysterical laughter, but I have some paragraphs ago written you off as crazy.
Yes.
We should make a drinking game. Take a shot every time Taylor Swift is mentioned.
You would die within 3 pages.
Good.
What if I told you that I gave all of my money and heart to Taylor Swift because I relied on her representations, which she gave through her words and her actions? Oh, so now you're saying she
simp.
was asking for it.
Fucking simp.
Only to be left broke and brokenhearted. Actually, Rudy, that seems obvious, but you're right. He was kind of the proto-simp.
He was the fucking first Terminator simp thingy. I'm too tired to recall a lot of Terminator terminology. Terminatorology.
I might watch Terminator after this.
God damn it, Rudy. Now I'm picturing Russell Greer, like, naked in a crater, like...
No, shut up. Shut up. Don't... Shut. I'm taking the headphones out. No. Are you done?
Yes, Star Dragon. This guy is absolutely like. I mean, I was going to say the king of simps. But king is not an appropriate word. The sultan of simps. There you are.
Yes. All right.
Because kings cannot be simps, which is why I refuse to call him King Kong.
Fair enough.
All right. A real king does not fucking get himself shot for a woman.
Would you shake your head and throw away this book? Well, I would if it wasn't digital.
Just throw your fucking screen across the room, coward.
And the funny thing is, it said that this was $2.99, but it was just like, oh, you downloaded Kindle? Here, you can take it. So.
Not even Kindle wants it.
Yeah.
It feels like it is a physical copy, because Kindle's like, yeah, fucking have it. I don't want it anymore.
Not wanting to read the fanatical writings of a raving lunatic? Hey, your words, not mine. Both rhetorical questions aren't as bizarre as they seem. Those questions also establish the thesis and the backbone for this entire story. Celebrities, upon certain circumstances and in certain situations, are responsible for any misrepresentations that they give to their fans or people wanting to work with them. Yes, but you see, these are not misrepresentations, Russell. I almost said Chris. This is you being delusional. Celebrities owe a duty to those people. Further, no contract is required to establish this duty. Yes, there is. That it is required.
Duty.
What
Given
duty?
the power of influence that celebrities have.
What the fuck?
What's the story behind the picture?
What is this?
I have
Arrival
no idea.
in France, following the crossing of the English Channel. Okay. I guess his holiday photos just accidentally ended up in his book.
What is
wait,
this, and
wait.
how can I leave?
Yep, blasphemy, I know. Your face
Is
may
it possible to read the book? Because that's what I want to do.
He was using this picture as a reference. Jesus Christ. Your face may
Motherfucker, this is
look...
not a blog. Like, this is a book you had published, you fucking nut.
Your face may look just like that swimmer's after reading the above paragraph.
What?
Kind of. But for this story to make any sense, I had to dedicate an entire chapter to define duties that Taylor and other celebrities need to abide by, or they could find themselves in hot water. History says differently.
No. Celebrities don't owe anyone anything. That's fucking, like, sure, they own, like, giving products to the people who buy their stuff, but like they don't owe them personal time or personal presence and stuff like that. I know it sounds confusing because, again, English isn't my first language, but I hope it came across what I was trying to explain here.
No, it definitely does. You are absolutely correct. So, before you condemn me, already done, and set the dogs on me, hear me out. For me to explain myself clearly, I would like to present my
Can we do that?
arguments.
Can we set dogs on him?
I can wake up Paco.
Probably. No, do not let Paco sully himself by getting within a mile of Russell Greer.
Okay.
Uh,
Paco is too good a boy. He must not be corrupted by Greer.
exactly.
Release the hounds.
All right. I would like to present my arguments in two different sections. One, a layman's context, non-legal context. Yes, we know what you mean. To establish a basic understanding of a duty, and two, a legal ramifications context to establish how a celebrity should and could be found liable in a court of law. Okay, I would like to take this moment to explain. Russell went to school to become a paralegal. If
A
you
what?
don't know, a paralegal, it's basically a lawyer's assistant, but the description of the profession specifically states that they are not qualified to be lawyers. Russell thinks
Nope.
very, very differently.
He just thinks very highly of himself.
Yeah, yes. See, that's the thing. When I first learned about this guy, people were saying to the gentleman reading this, you like, why would you do this? You're kicking a man with no confidence. Are you actually listening? He has supreme confidence, and it is entirely misplaced.
A good way to think of it is, imagine you've gone in for a scan, an X-ray, an MRI, something like that, and the technician, that's what they are, I'm not slagging them off, that's what they do, the technician has a look and gives you a fucking diagnosis there on the spot.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of this guy basically trying to, establish legal precedent and what have you. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, effectively.
Another thing that I'm finding with this guy, I feel like he's got some kind of narcissistic personality thing going on, because like he thinks so highly of himself, seems to be deluded with delusion of grandeur and shit like this. I don't know, I just feel like there's some narcissism thing going on.
Very possible. You're not the first to think that either. Star Dragon. It was real to me, damn it. Yes, exactly. Alright. The layman's context for celebrity duty. Get ready to hear some pure shit here.
Oh yeah.
Celebrity duty!
Sorry.
Thank you, Gemma.
I'm so sorry.
Azure Night Terror 11. Oh shit, you're reading Russell Greer, you poor bastards. Yes, that is a good way to put it. Oh, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
This is genuinely, I think this is the most boring nightmare I've ever had.
Okay, let's start.
It's just like that dream where you're pinned to the bed and the monster is like on the ceiling, getting slowly closer every second. However, he's just reciting incorrect legal jargon at me.
It's like
and also he can't move his lips.
It's like the South Park version of Red Dragon. This is me on vacation at the Grand Canyon. Do you see? But it's that kind of nightmare.
Oh god, it's so boring.
Let's start with defining what a duty is in the normal sense of the word. Webster's Dictionary defines a duty as obligatory tasks, conduct, service, or functions that arise from one's position as in life or in a group. These duties can be as simple as driving a car and having the duty to observe traffic laws. Why is there so much space between these words now?
He probably realized he didn't have, like, they probably had, instead of a word count, the publicist had like a page count. And they were like, no, you can't just put it in font size 17, Russell, all right?
Did any of you guys ever watch Homestar Runner?
I'm aware of it. I haven't really seen it, but I know what the characters look like, but that's about it.
It's like the one time someone asked Strongbad to write them their English paper, and he's just like, okay, then you apply some double space action, okay, some triple space action. I feel like that was similar for Russell.
I have a fun fact about Homestar Runner.
Do tell.
Homestar Runner and They Might Be Giants had a collab once.
Yes, they did.
Oh, very cool.
Was it Experimental Film? Was that the one?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is some fucking conspiracy theories. Same thing with Chris Chan, but with me it's just They Might Be Giants. Just finding them everywhere.
Rudy already fucking sounds done. Like we're on what is basically the intro.
Look, it's 11
Page, what is
p.m. I
14,
need to be silent.
page 14 of what is that? 175. Rudy's already about to fucking peace out. Maybe just take a walk right out of the bedroom window.
I can. My AC is there. I can just uninstall it.
Oh, and
14 pages in. And you were calling incels cowards for not sucking dick. You're the real coward.
I want.
Find your inner strength and read this hot garbage.
Look, I have to be quiet because otherwise my dad will be mad, and I don't like that.
Suffer
So I
me
have
now.
to be.
Oh, McShay.
I have to.
Guys, if you've got a dad riding your ass, right, snatch his ass in a bear trap. Okay.
Which story?
Poop
Which
in his butt.
creepypasta was it? That I'm going to say to you, McShady, your real suffering is not known.
Wasn't that the fucking
Suicide Mouse.
Yep,
yes.
Suicide Mouse?
What else? Suicide Mouse.
He was hoping she would. No, Azure Knight, no! Come on, you're giving away all the good parts. Anyone who uses Webster's dictionary says in an argument or essay should be assumed to have a stick so far up their arse that they can get splinters on their tongue. Yes, Millie, I agree.
Ouch.
Like the fucking Virgin Webster's, the Chad Oxford English Dictionary.
But yeah,
Webster's crazy, yes.
I just wanted to clarify, like,
one cowers in fear when you break out that fucking enormous Oxford hardback dictionary, slap it on the table, dust flies out of it. And they're like, he's too powerful.
No,
Yeah.
obviously I am
can
not a
rap that.
lawyer,
With logic and facts.
but
You can wrap like a belt around
Ben Shapiro.
it and like use it as a weapon as well.
yeah, obviously I am not a lawyer, but the person who I saw go over this book, he is a lawyer, so we have it on good authority that Russell does not know shit about the law, even though he is
Why
a
don't
paralegal.
Really,
lawyers.
I really needed a lawyer to tell me that.
Why do you know lawyers?
The law won.
Rudy, he's a
God damn it.
the lawyer I've been watching who is covering the Vic Mignogna situation. So.
Oh yeah, that's a thing that happened. That was fucking
Yeah.
interesting.
Oxford is the big chat. All right. Okay. Black's Law Dictionary. Can we say that?
Yes.
Yes, Azure Knight Terror. Nick Ricada.
Oh, I just got an email from YouTube saying I won one of my advertising disputes. I wonder what video it was on.
Oh, congratulations.
Suicide Mouse, Speak of the Devil. I can have ads on Suicide Mouse again, a video no one's watched since 2016.
That's actually kind of creepy.
What?
That is weird, right?
Yeah.
Probably the creepiest thing to ever involve Suicide Mouse, but there you go.
All right. Wherever there exists a right in any person, there also rests a corresponding duty upon some other person or upon all persons generally. The key words in these two definitions are a right and a position. Now that we have a general understanding of what a duty is, that's what happens when you poop.
Duty is what comes out of a trumpet. Duty?
The question still stands. Do
Beauty
celebrities...
is what goes in a funnel and comes out inside Rudy's old man's butthole.
And then he thinks I should have left well alone.
God damn it, we're getting nowhere. Do celebrities...
Yeah, why in God's name did you invite us on this thing?
Because I'm having fun. Alright. Do celebrities owe any duties at all to their fans? Based upon
No.
these two
No.
different dictionary
None
definitions,
whatsoever. Next question.
Yes, celebrities given the positions that they are within the rights that they hold owe a duty to their fans for any misrepresentation, false statement, or false action that they make. Okay, Russell, I'm just going to say this once right now. Wrong.
This
Kind
shit
of.
sounds so fucking creepy as well.
God.
Like this is the ramblings of a man trying to justify the fact that he's been stalking someone,
These are
like
also the
finding any
ramblings.
loophole.
These are also the ramblings of a man who tried to sue a brothel.
What?
Yes.
What?
Oh,
We'll hear all about it. Don't worry.
I don't think I want
What
to.
happened? He went in, came out sucking his own thumb. Like, what the fuck happened?
We'll get to that eventually. All right. Kind of like what Uncle Ben said in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire did not direct that movie.
Why?
You can't say the
Spider-Man?
name of Sam Raimi, the Fallen One. You may summon him. He'll just peer around the corner and say the N-word and start quoting crime statistics.
With great power comes great responsibility, and I'm going to go on a bit of a nerd rant real quick here. Those words were never actually spoken by Uncle Ben in the comic book. They were in the sidebar, just said by the general narrator, but it was over the scene of Uncle Ben's death, so they're usually attributed to him.
Huh.
By the way,
Nerd.
simple tangent. Fucking Sam Raimi Spider-Man is the best.
It is.
I don't give a fuck. Always like people are like, oh, maybe give the Andrew Garfield ones a chance. They weren't that bad. They sucked.
Yeah.
They were dreadful.
I gave them a chance, and I hated myself for doing that.
What do you think about the Tom Holland ones? I can't stand Tom Holland.
Oh yeah, Iron Man Jr.
He's such a fucking.
That's literally all they are. They're just Iron Man Jr. Those movies.
I like
They're
Michael.
fine, but they're not good.
I like Michael.
He looks like such a fucking
I disagree.
twink booby boy that I want to punch.
I respectfully disagree, Jacob. The first one was fine. The second one was absolute garbage.
Okay, so controversial opinion then. I prefer the second one of the Tom Holland movies. I thought the first one was pretty fucking unwatchable.
I don't give a shit. I just want to murder him.
The first one, I liked Michael Keaton. That's about it.
Oh, he might be coming back as Batman.
Oh, that is
in Batman Beyond.
That makes me very happy.
Well, not as Batman, obviously, because in Batman Beyond, he's old Bruce Wayne. He's more like Q, isn't he? But
yeah.
Still, about having him as elderly Bruce Wayne would be fucking amazing.
Isn't like that one the one where they cast some weird angsty chubby guy as the Riddler?
I don't know
anything. I don't know about that.
Powell something.
I
don't
know.
That's Brave and the Bold.
What was that?
Was that the Brave and the Bold?
Basically, DC is impossible to keep up with.
Yeah.
Because they have like fucking 5 simultaneous universes. So it's like it's always unclear what they're doing.
Some fucking kid with ADHD is organizing this. You can't keep focus on one.
Yeah. I still like it more than the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay. Some heads might be exploding right about now, but stay with me because it's true. Celebrities, given their DNA chemistry buildup of being humans and their being public figures, enjoy 2 rights.
Chemistry buildup?
Yes. The right to privacy and the right to publicity. As dribbled above, since celebrities breathe, bleed, belch, and get bored, why? Like the rest of us.
Right now because I'm putting a fucking gun to it.
This shit is making me sad.
Like the rest of
Gemma,
us
don't do it.
Because they are only human too, believe it or not. They enjoy their rights to privacy just like us average Joes and Janes do. You are not average, Russell.
What a fucking shock. I always thought that if I harassed my favorite actor while he was having lunch with his family, I'd get a hug out of it. Thanks for educating me.
Like unpopular opinion. If an actor is trying to mind his own business, like having dinner or just generally like trying to enjoy their day. Like, don't be fucking put upon when they react rudely to you asking for a picture or something. Like,
Exactly.
people can have bad days even if they're famous, and like, don't fucking bother them when they're trying to go about their day. Like, you don't have the right to do that to strangers, and you shouldn't have the right to do that to people you've seen briefly on TV.
Damn right.
Sorry for the rant.
No, it's all good.
I just get so annoyed.
Since we're ranting about seeing people like that, so people don't know, like my YouTube channel, did all right. It's not hugely popular. Did okay. I've been recognized a few times in public, not that many, maybe 5 in total that I know of. But somebody recognized me at a restaurant once, and you know what they did? They waited till I got up from my table to speak to me.
Yep.
Simple. And I was very
Yep.
happy about that. I was like, oh, really nice to meet you.
Yep.
So glad you enjoy the show. And it was like, because they waited, they were polite. I was with my family. They didn't fucking say shit to me until I stood up.
Yeah, it was really
Good on
nice of them.
That is etiquette. That is good etiquette, I'd say.
It's not fucking hard.
There's a citation after that line, like he has to prove celebrities have bodily functions. Yes, Star Trek, and I noticed that. Thank you
It's
for
just
pointing
a-
that out.
It's just a link to
So
Deviant
good.
account.
Holy shit.
Citation
As
needed.
stated above, yeah. Belch and get bought. There it is.
Oh god.
Okay, celebrities deserve to have private dinners and conversations with their loved ones. Celebrities deserve to sleep and live comfortably in their lavish homes and not have to worry about trespassers. Then why do you do the things that you've done? Celebrities deserve the right to stroll around downtown and enjoy the night out without being stalked by paparazzi and obsessive fans. These superstars and international idols, yes, I'm going to read those large gaps between the words. And
So I'm
international
like randomly
idols.
bleeding on my leg. So if I kind of go out of commission, it's because I'm trying to like figure out what the fuck just happened here.
Yes, please do figure that out. And
If I don't
right?
respond in 5 minutes, I probably died of septicemia. Sorry.
Please be careful.
Okay.
These superstars and international idols deserve every right that any other human being on this planet deserves. A little peace and quiet, if they so desire. And since they are celebrities, they also enjoy the right to publicity, the right to choose which products can use their images and likeness. Many megastars enjoy the right to be able to trademark their names, to be used on fragrances, jewelry, and other products. For example, in intellectual property law, a person is able to trademark his or her name when it has established a secondary meaning, which means that the name has become well known and familiar with the populace. Okay. Taylor Swift is obviously a household name. At the time of this writing, a search was conducted on the United States Trademark Search website, and Taylor Swift has trademarked at least 62 different trademarks that bear her name or initials. Obviously, Miss Swift knows that there is power in her name, but I'll save the legal mumbo-jumbo for the legal section of my arguments. Needless to say, celebrities know they've got the power
To turn into He-Man?
Yes, seriously. Oh.
They have the touch. They have the power. When all hell's breaking loose, they'll be caught in the eye of the storm.
I use that song quote in my best Penny Ford cover voice. Okay, so I'm sorry, I said I would read Russell's lines properly. Celebrities know they've got a holler. Except my voice doesn't go that high. I sound more like a dying cat than doing a cover song.
I have a naturally high voice, so I could like try and do that. Like read it.
Oh no, I'm trying
Where
to
is
read that
it?
as Russell Greer, not Penny Ford.
Yeah, I can do. Oh.
As in he can't move his lips, so yeah. Got to holler!
He's got the power.
I
Now
sound
that you
more like a
sound like.
I sound more like a dying cat. As a side note, you'll see that I throw in a lot of tongue-in-cheek pop reference jokes in this book. I also throw in a lot of side notes, just as a side note.
What's upset me is he's put tongue in cheek and side notes in quotation, but he hasn't put book in
Yeah,
quotations.
right?
Hate that he has to say it like, if you're a good writer, you don't have to announce that you're making a reference. You just fucking make the reference. And if it's building well, people are going to find it charming and funny. And if
Mic
not,
off.
they are going to be upset.
Mic on.
Believe it or not, it's not all fluff that celebrities possess some extraordinary power to sway people. Well, it's not a power, it's called charisma. They know that they possess this power. Why do you think pop singer Katy Perry actively campaigned with Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton during the 2016 presidential elections? Perhaps
Money.
Katy is a political junkie? Yes.
No, it's for money.
It's money.
Money. Yep.
Maybe Katy was concerned about the possible direction of the country? So why didn't she do this as a private citizen? Why did she have to platform on the campaign trail? Because Katy knew that with her popularity and level of name recognition, that she could garner more votes. Not just Katy, but many other celebrities turned out to support Hillary Clinton.
It's fucking
No,
called a spade here. She did that for the same reason she built a second Krusty Krab.
They've been for fucking money. Just money. They've been paid off to do this. And I'm still fucking bleeding. I don't know why. Help.
Except I'd
Is
rather...
it your nose?
What?
Is it your nose?
No, it's just a random spot on my leg just fucking started bleeding.
That's
Maybe
the
it was.
soy trying to escape your body. When you get down the gym, it'll fix it up.
Okay. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Demi Lovato, there's even a non-profit political group that uses celebrity spokespeople to persuade young people to vote. Rock the vote. Oh, I see what they did there. With the expanding use of social media and technology, celebrities are now being dubbed social media influencers. The accounts of celebrities, either ran personally by them or by an associate of theirs, are now identified with a blue check mark that signifies their accounts as verified, maybe pedophiles.
No, it signifies that they're disabled and need a special parking spot.
Yes. It signifies that they wear a helmet and water wings to eat soup. Hello, the Blue Chow Chow. Good to see you here.
How many people are in the chat now?
That's a good question. 3.
Oh.
According to this. I don't know if I'm reading that right, but... Alright,
Sure.
signifying that
There's more.
the accounts actually belong to them, since people, for some odd reason, like to create duplicate fake accounts of celebrities. It's called having fun, Russell. We know you don't understand that. On Taylor Swift's social media platform, she has 77 million followers on her Facebook, 103 million followers on Instagram, 25 million YouTube subscribers, and 85 million followers on her Twitter. It's kind of creepy that you took the time to find all that out. Combined, that's around 290 million people.
Yeah, that's when it got creepy.
Yep. That's the creepy moment.
Not the comic he drew of her stabbing him in the heart on a cloud and throwing him into a volcano.
I'm just saying...
That wasn't creepy and weird. But, however, him looking at the readily available information on her social media, that was too far.
Cobe,
this guy's a creep.
I meant it when I said that comic is the tip of the iceberg.
Do you hear background noises at my end? Because I just turned on the AC because it's gotten too warm.
That sounds fine to me.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh, and Millie says there are actually 10 people watching right now. All right, I think that's a record for me.
Oh, 10. That's awkward. Hello, 10 people.
Alright, so combined, that's around 290 million people she's influencing, give or take the duplicate and fake accounts that follow her. Okay, does he realize that it's not different it's not all different people on different platforms. I'm sure the majority of those overlap.
Yeah, like if you're subscribed to her YouTube, which by the way I didn't even know she had until 5 minutes ago. If you're subscribed to Taylor Swift's YouTube, you're probably following her on Instagram.
Exactly.
Which is why you all should follow my Instagram.
And mine.
Yes,
I follow their Instagrams. It's good. You should do it. Cowards.
follow all their Instagrams, but not mine, because that will give away my secret identity.
Follow mine, especially if you like. I don't know. Someone please make an ad for me for my Instagram. I don't know what I do there.
It's Rudy. Da-da-da-da-da. It's Rudy and they make art and things.
Yes.
Is that
Arts
true,
and
Asher
things.
Night Terror? She has a 4chan.
What?
Oh yeah, there's this like theory that Taylor Swift has 4chan. No one knows if it's true, but they think she might have one.
Interesting.
I know she has a MySpace still somewhere.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not really interesting. It's what's less than interesting, but not quite uninteresting. It's
Call that Matt Dixon.
Oh.
It's Matt Dixon. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna point out something that really bothers me here. In the last
just
sentence,
something.
he put out 290 in numbers. Now he writes it out in words. One of those
I hate
290
that.
million people is bound to be influenced in a way Taylor Swift may not have meant. Ahem, ellipses, right here, ellipses, yours truly, ellipses.
My rule with not writing numbers is if it's in the text itself, then I'm gonna do it in just numbers. But if it's a character saying that number, it's going to be in letters. I don't know why. It just feels more natural to me.
Fair enough. One may think, so, it's just a celebrity. Let them post and do what they want. On the contrary, Growing Pains actor Kirk Cameron once said in an interview, with the privilege of a platform comes great responsibility. Did he really say that, Russell? I think you're just trying to reuse the Spider-Man quote.
I'm gonna Google if he actually said that.
Cameron went on to say that when any celebrity is in the spotlight, you're going to be held to a higher standard, and we should be held to a higher standard, because we're influencing more people than others might be. Cameron went on to separate words. Say that a celebrity should be careful of what they do and say. Since Cameron is indeed a celebrity and a public figure, well, I mean, I guess he was like 30 years ago. His statement validates the thesis of this chapter and entire book. Celebrities have a duty to be careful with their words and actions, as to not create a misrepresentation. That is the duty and the point I want you to take away from this chapter and this book.
I Googled it. It's absolute bullshit. He just made that up.
Thank you, Rudy.
You're
I'm
welcome.
not
I don't know if I believe you. This guy seems like a pretty credible source to me.
He seems like a real straight shooter.
It seems like he knows what's going on.
And Russell, what I've taken away from this chapter
Very
is that
mental
you are delusional, long-winded, and repetitive. The law treats celebrities' identity like property, and just like any other property owner, celebrities should be held liable for the misuse of their property. Their image, their stunts. 4 words. Remember Uncle Ben's advice. Do not make that a running thing.
Stop fucking referencing Spider-Man. Is that what he meant with tongue-in-cheek pop culture reference?
Yes.
Oh god.
The magnitude of a celebrity representation is so strong, one can compare it to the force that Jedi's... No, Jedi is both singular and plural. You dipshit.
Excuse me? Is he fucking also quoting Star Wars?
Yes.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I fucking hate Star Wars.
Yeah.
From Star Wars
Oh,
have.
it's the
The
same.
Force can be
Okay.
used for either good or evil. Hey, don't do that. I see your eyes rolling. No,
Fucking
you don't,
Star
because I'm
Trek
standing to the
Master
side
Race.
of you.
Star Trek Master Race. Who wants to join?
I'm already there, mate.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Oh,
I was
yeah.
one of the many. I'm sure I was one of the like 20 people that got you on the fucking.
Yeah.
Got you in, into the academy to join Starfleet.
Yeah. It was Data that made me want to join ultimately. I saw him. I saw a brief glimpse of Data on the TV once. I thought, I don't know who this character is, but I would die for him.
I would die
What
for
was that
Data.
fucking children's movie where he plays the villain?
Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise.
Oh,
Worst
God.
movie of all time.
He's a villain who farts.
That's the joke.
I'm not gonna think about it.
He's also got a beard, and
It's
it's
like-
weird.
People won't be thinking, well, that's not relevant. Yeah, but it was fucking better than this.
Don't believe me? No. Let's take a look at the various research done on the topic of celebrity influence. Technological
God.
company Ace Metrics conducted a study in 2013 and found that 45% of American adults believe that celebrities can create a large positive difference in the issues that they are promoting. In the early 2000s, Dr. Lynn McCutcheon coined the term celebrity worship disorder after studying those who appeared to have a form of obsessive-compulsive disorder in regards to celebrity admiration. You, Russell, you. In 2017, a peer-reviewed study compiled economical, psychological, and sociological research and found 14 different celebrity mechanisms that affected health behavior. Some of these mechanisms included signals, herd
What?
behavior, social networks, and other influencing mechanisms. The study went on
That's
to show...
just the fandom. That's
Yeah.
just how fandom is, man. You don't need to make a study around it when it's obvious that's just how it fucking is. It's always like that. Ever since fucking Christianity alone proves that people will turn to something higher they admire for guidance or reassurance or some other shit.
Motherfucker here just straight up said Christianity.
Christianity, not Christianity.
Oh,
I'm sorry, my accent.
That's the belief in the dimensional merge.
Oh, here comes Mewtwo.
Those
Everyone...
evangelical doomsday motherfuckers are just out here like, guys, I guarantee that by the year 2000, our dimensions will be merged.
Oh god, my accent just keeps turning Christian into Christian. Christian into Christian. I'm just gonna say it Christian.
I mean,
What
it could
do
be
you
worse. You
reckon?
could be turning Christian into Christine. But that would make you the ideal guy.
Okay, I'm
Oh
skipping
my
the rest of this.
God.
This is just... Okay. Taylor
It's
Swift's
garbage, man. It's fucking
misrepresentations.
garbage.
Since this book is about why I
This
see
is
Taylor
barely
Swift...
a book.
Oh, so that's why he
This
calls
is
it
the
that.
scribblings of a mongoloid.
I wanted to share a few examples of her misrepresentations so that the upcoming legal arguments of this chapter make sense. They don't. But some have been done verbally.
People like him, people like this Greer guy, make me understand that, I may be autistic, but I have some grasp of reality. I'm not, gone. These people, they're gone. There is nothing left to save of them.
Okay,
They are lost in the tism.
they are. Do not insult autism like that. They're lost
I'm
in...
autistic, I can do what I want.
Oh, I'm saying, this is something dark and evil. It's not autism.
Oh yeah.
It's more... It's just evil.
It's shit, that's what it is.
Alright, Taylor Swift accepting a wedding invitation from a random girl without compensation at the wedding. She even posted pictures of the event on her Instagram. Stunt influenced and created a representation that it would be fine to send correspondence to Taylor Swift and that she would be welcoming to my efforts. It doesn't mean that she's going to accept. In 2014, Swift accepted many different prom dates from boys who reached out to her. These boys did lousy things to reach out to Swift, but she was flattered and accepted each date. This influenced me and created a representation that if I were to reach out to her doing something unique. That's one way of putting it. She would welcome it.
Is he going to explain what he did? Because I don't know what he did.
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
See, he's trying to make us think like, oh, you did something similar, so you were being reasonable and polite.
Yeah, like there's a difference between like doing like jokingly, not jokingly asking out a celebrity to prom, which is obviously done like you don't expect them to respond. You just do it because haha, funny meme thingy. And then it becomes extremely funny when the celebrity actually responds positively to it.
Depends. I mean, if the celebrity was Onision, I'd expect him to show up.
Yeah. And then he finds out you're 18 and he's like, oh, sorry, I gotta go.
He's out of there.
Like, if you, let's be honest, if you've invited that guy to be your prom date, he would fucking show up.
Yep.
This guy does anything for attention.
This not only influenced me, but apparently influenced many other people who asked her to prom, including a boy confined to a wheelchair. Well, what was it going to look like if she said no to the wheelchair boy? Oh my god. Does he understand that being in a wheelchair can severely limit a person in their life, whereas his disability just makes eating a bit difficult?
He doesn't care about anyone but himself.
Exactly.
Always remember that.
It's not the Disability Olympics, dude. Not to be confused with the Paralympics, which is like a legitimate form of sport. No, this is you. Basically, people with disabilities are competing to see who's got the best disability.
The music video for Taylor's song, New Romantics, begins with a voiceover of Swift saying, "The fans are the best part of this tour. This influenced me when I watched the video, and I felt that since I was a fan of hers, her appreciation for her fans extended outside of tours. I felt that she would be so happy and flattered to hear the story and the efforts of a disabled songwriter who toiled away on a song meant to make her happy, a song written about her."
I'm nervous.
My god.
I am fucking nervous.
I fucking hate that this Greer guy has to keep mentioning that he's disabled, as if that makes any of the things he did okay.
I know that Taylor Swift is alive and well, and yet I still feel like she's going to get turned into some piece of furniture at the end of this.
She's gonna get turned into a newt, but she got better.
This motherfucker is making a woman suit. Like, I'm so uncomfortable.
Or he.
Horses.
Hey, don't get being getting a copyright strike on his channel. He's only just started screaming.
Damn it, Mill.
He's already marked. Are you still? Did you manage to get rid of that thing that said you were marked for kids?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Because that was fucking confusing.
Yeah. He's either making a woman suit or he's becoming the next Russian doll man. Just, like turning corpses into dolls in his home.
Yeah. You didn't have to continue when you said Russian doll man. It was fine. You could have stopped there.
I could have. I was thinking about it. But I didn't.
Luckily, I was off getting water, so I didn't hear that. Which means I am innocent and untainted.
In 2015, Taylor's mom, Andrea, came down with cancer. For some odd reason, 2 girls in Utah made 1,989 paper cranes for Taylor and her mom. Because that is a frickin'... such an uncultured swine. I'm still unsure what paper cranes are meant to do for a terminally ill person, and still unsure what said person is supposed to do with 1,989 of them.
It's fucking empathy, you asshole.
Yeah. It's called being a human being.
Yeah, like,
the rawest, most pure autism. Do you know what I mean? Like like this guy straight up drank liquid 3D Sonic games from a smoothie, and this is what came out.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what a sick person's gonna do with all these origami cranes. I'm like, motherfucker.
I have low empathy, and even I understand that you like you should like that you're gonna have sympathy for someone with cancer and that you somewhat know, because human beings tend to just like, I don't know why, they just tend to think like they want to comfort people. I don't know why.
Yeah, but Russell doesn't understand unless.
Oh, Rudy accidentally sounded really fucking psychotic then. You want to comfort each other. I don't know why.
No one ever
Fucking
comforted me.
simp. Fucking weak humans. Now here in my doom fortress,
Rudy,
No,
I told you
didn't
my
to.
sound
laser,
German
my
enough.
death ray, which
Yeah,
I'm using to hold the city hostage,
Rudy,
unless they pay me the sum of $1 dillion.
I told you to stop building the space laser, Rudy.
I can do what I want, Dad. It's not a face.
Could you imagine that conversation where, like, you try to, like, the non-supportive dad is saying to the kid, like, look, I want you to go into the family business. And this kid's like, I want to be a supervillain, Dad. Mum would have understood. Yeah, well, Mum left, okay? It's a Disney movie, is what I'm getting at. Single dad's got to raise his kid. Kid just wants to grow up to be a supervillain. Dad's got to learn to accept his kid for who he is. Stop taking, the mum left. That was her choice. Still got this boy.
Ow.
I
It was
don't
a good
know.
movie. Ron Howard was slated to direct.
I don't
I don't
know
know what
what
the fuck
they
I'm
were
talking
supposed
about.
to do with the cranes, but the Swifts were overjoyed, and these two girls were able to
I
meet
love
Taylor
Bean Daddy
backstage.
trying desperately to wrestle control back of his own stream, as if I'm going to give him an inch.
You could say they
son
all
of a
need a
bitch.
crane.
And yet I will have you back on the next time. Alright, this created a representation that if I did...
Power.
What?
I said that's power. That's what power is. Fucking ruin your stream and get invited back.
This created
Like
a
every house party I've ever been to.
Wait, you mean
Deep down,
parties
Bean
are
Daddy
real?
enjoys it. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
how
sorry.
to
I'm sorry
do
not to tell you, parties are not a meme.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
So
Cue
these things
the,
you go to and you pretend you have a good time.
Cue
It's really fun.
the sad Hulk music right now, the hitchhiking music.
What was it again? Do, 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 do.
I keep seeing on my fucking Instagram, right? I keep seeing people on their stories having parties and like hanging out with their friends. I'm like, you what? Like, my ass is sitting here social distancing and obeying the law and shit. And then I'll just feel like people I don't really know, but like I tangentially know through work or whatever. They're just like got this, fucking Instagram stories of like 10 of them hanging out, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I haven't seen my friends in months.
I don't know what to say to that. Sounds like a conspiracy. Alright, this created a representation that if I did something unique for Taylor, it would be met with admiration.
That's on you. That was an assumption you made.
Yeah.
In 2013, a movie about Paul Potts, a winner on Britain's Got Talent, was released. Taylor Swift wrote and performed the theme song for the movie.
This guy thinks he's like Paul Potts, but he's more like Pol Pot.
Yes.
Who is Paul Potts? I don't watch Britain's Got
He's a
Talent.
talent show winner. I don't fucking know.
Taylor said, the struggles and triumphs of someone who never stopped chasing what he was after really inspired me. Her statement not only influenced me, but it also inspired me to give all my heart and talent with impressing her.
Oh, disgusting.
Fucking a doctor once tried to psychoanalyze me. I ate his liver with fava beans and a nice drink of Bebes.
Pressing her statement created a representation. Quit using that word. That she would be open to my story of triumphs against the odds. Do you see
Maybe
the
she
pattern
would've
I'm
been
setting up here?
What I find interesting is that maybe she would have been open to this tale if he maybe had tried to not be so creepy about it and actually done something worthwhile. you know?
Yeah. Okay. Taylor Swift has made many misrepresentations that influenced me to act, and those representations harmed me when I realized she hadn't actually mean what she represented.
What?
Jacob, you had better
Didn't
not be
I-
leaving.
I'm still here.
No, I said,
I just.
Gemma, what is he doing?
They fucking muted.
Oh, jeez.
I think they escaped the free.
Damn it.
Oh great, now all the viewers are also gonna leave.
Yeah, there goes
Please
my
don't
only
go.
claim.
Your only claim to fame, eh?
Yep.
You still have me,
Yes.
for what it's worth.
You're all I need, Rudy.
Aww, you're sweet.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are sweet.
Eh.
Fucking accept my compliment, asshole.
Alright. Alright, she influenced me. Whether she was just reading a script for the promotion of a movie or she felt like doing a publicity stunt for somebody who was throwing a lavish wedding but had no intention of doing anything else with any other person who wrote to her, whatever the reason may be, Swift has a duty to not create misrepresentations.
Swift has no duty. She doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to do. Jesus Christ.
Gemma's still there. She's listening. Okay.
Okay, good.
So what's a girl to do, you may think? How can Taylor Swift not lead people on? Well, that leads us to our next section. Legal ramifications. Realizing that not all of my readers have a legal education like I do, if that's what you want to call it, I'll try to make this section as coherent as possible. For starters, let's establish the United States legal system. Legal system in the United States referred to as a common law legal system, which means that the courts and the practice of law is based upon precedent. Precedent not to be confused with the president.
President?
I did not make that mistake because I'm older than 10. Essentially means that lower courts must follow the rulings of higher courts. Not necessarily.
This is giving me a headache. Like, this is not an accessible book at all. Not because it's complicated or something, but because it's just so purple prosy bullshit that anyone who doesn't speak, like, even people who natively speak English will not be able to fucking get what's going on.
Yeah, okay, I'm skipping that.
So that is a trick that people implement, which there is a proper name for it, but I can't remember what it is. So I tend to call it bamboozling because it's a very funny word. Where basically you overload the other person, either your opponent, whomever you're trying to convince, with jargon and long words, and basically an attempt to make yourself sound intelligent. That's
happened when I was arguing with that
like obscure. It's rooted in like obscurantism. It's this idea that they won't be able to understand what you're talking about, and therefore are less intelligent than you.
And also, as a bonus, all this like jargon and stuff just fucking drains you emotionally. That by the end you're just left as a crying fucking wreck, begging for that to stop. Sorry, that argument on Twitter fucking broke.
Blue Chow Chow is illegal education when Onision ties you up in his basement, teaches you how to suck dick.
Bro.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna be skipping the rest of this because this is just his...
because I haven't done Stones to Abigail in a while, I've really missed clowning on Onision.
that is absolutely understandable.
It's always a good time to clown on Onision. He deserves it.
So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, what are we doing? Dunking on some freak that tried to sue Taylor Swift, apparently. I'm like, yeah, he didn't fuck any kids, though.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, it could get a lot worse.
We haven't seen his basement.
Okay, yeah, this is basically just him as Cobb said, trying to bamboozle us into thinking Taylor Swift is wrong no matter what she says.
Yeah. Which is especially annoying for me because, again, English is not my first language. So all these words, all this bullshit just makes no sense to me, and I don't understand what's happening.
Well, Rudy, it'll probably comfort you to know that, according to the lawyer Nick Rekieta, he got 90% of it wrong anyway.
Ah, okay.
So, okay. Chapter 2, Russell Greer, the man, the myth, the legend.
I want to shoot this man.
I wish he was a myth. Hey,
I wish he was a man.
who's Russell Greer? The heavyset jail warden for the Uinta County jail system asked aloud, studying a clipboard that contained all of my documentation. That man over there, an assistant jailer stated, pointing at me. The warden came over and studied me. 18 years old, dressed in orange jail clothes, restrained in handcuffs that connected to a belly chain, and a newly charged inmate.
I'm looking over to my bookshelf, and I've got so many great books I still should be reading, Still,
Yeah.
I started reading Lolita, that's a good book. Oh, and Crash by J.G. Ballard is also good. I could be reading those, but instead I'm here.
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I'm also sad about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry. No, I'm joking. I appreciate you inviting me despite, this.
You're a little young to be facing a felony, the warden sternly said as he studied me. What a sight I must have been to that warden. A prisoner with a facial paralysis. I could barely speak because I was so afraid. I nodded my head. He gave me a long, hard examination and then turned away.
That's what they call it.
Yes. Chris. Hey, Russell, want to collab on my Sonichu musical? Russell. Sure, Christine. Chris. Haha, I tricked you, you slow in the mind. Russell. You lose it again. Thank you, Raptor. The warden, the assistant, continued talking about my alleged crime, and I say alleged because it was anything but a crime. My crime.
I don't know, if you made it this far and you're like in a fucking orange jumpsuit in front of a judge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's probably a crime, my dude.
Yep. My crime was a high school senior prank that went terribly wrong. My brain had gone on stupid mode. I don't think it ever left. When I did the prank,
stupid.
that would lead to my eventual arrest. I shuddered as flashbacks of me committing the prank ran through my mind.
A stupid prank. There were no survivors, but it was a prank.
They need to rebuild that wing of the school, but it was just a prank.
And of course rehome all the orphans, but it was just a prank.
The president had to issue an apology to Sri Lanka, but it was just a prank.
I have committed several war crimes in the former Republic of Yugoslavia. It was hardly a crime.
It was only a prank.
Like a track stuck on repeat. Why is that Okay, I'm gonna try to stop getting hung up on that. The warden's question continued to echo inside my head and caused me to reflect on my life. Who is Russell Greer? Just weeks before, I had been on the student council and the National Honor Society. I was a senior at Evanston, Wyoming High School. Though I was a nice guy, there's the words.
That fucking explains it.
My school years had been plagued with misunderstandings and other struggles experienced by a young man with a facial disability termed Mobius syndrome. For the sake of
I was a nice guy. The females never gave me any attention. So one day I went into school with a gun.
This is
Heelys, too. It was fucking cool.
I swear to God, this is what people think the Joker movie is like. Just some dickhead who is disabled and wants to kill people. I don't know how to explain it.
For the sake of
You know what I
addressing and clearing the elephant from the room, that's not a phrase. My disability, which is a disability as defined by the Americans with Disabilities Act, as it hinders
I don't
two-
give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a shit about your fucking disability, Russell. Just fucking accept it, okay? God, I just want to beat his ass. God, I'm so annoyed. God. I just want to lobotomize this asshole. Just fucking be rid of him. So that we can finally be free.
The elephant man in the room. Thank you, Gemma.
Oh, I'm going to pile drive this ass into the fucking ground.
Is it the result of having large teeth or something wrong with my lips or jaw? Contrary to the common assumption, my disability also isn't the result of a car crash or some other accident, though. That would make explaining my disability a lot more interesting. I like to think of how cool it would be to be a war veteran. Fuck you. Fuck you, Russell. The reason I look funny is because I was carrying 20 guys on my shoulder over. Fuck you. I'm not reading that. Go to fucking hell.
Oh dear.
Sadly,
That really hit nerve with you. Like, I was hit with a nerve with him constantly, like, trying to use his disability as a shield, and that hit a nerve with you.
yeah, well,
This guy is always just like, I've never. Again, I know I keep bringing up Chris Chan, but it's that victim complex
yeah.
of like everyone else is the bad guy. It can't possibly be me.
It's like,
Gemma, you don't have to apologize for leaving.
yeah, Gemma.
If you don't feel well, have a lie down, have some tea. And
Yeah.
Oh, when I went for a walk, though, I was a huge asshole abandoning you guys. But it's different for her. I see how it is. You fucking simps.
Sir, you do not
She
address me in
apologized.
such a way on my channel.
No, what happened was I went for a walk, and you were like, "Oh, fucking Jacob," and then went, "Oh," but Gemma was over there being female and shit, and you were just like, "Oh, don't worry about. You don't need excuses. You know, just pictures of your feet on Instagram will be fine."
maybe
God
Jacob,
damn
Goofy
it.
fucking simps.
Jacob, maybe if you had cute tits, maybe then people would like you. I'm joking. Please don't be mad. Oh god, I made him angry, didn't I? Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
So sorry, please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm just. Excuse me. Okay. Maybe kind of tacky to do this on my own channel.
What? What is happening? Why? Was what I said so mean?
I'm sorry.
If any of you fucking jokers screenshot this, I will eat your face. I just want to forget that I ever said this, okay?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say right now, Cobe, if you want to go take a walk, go ahead. Gemma, I understand you're not feeling well. You don't have to speak up if you're not feeling well. Okay.
I think I broke everyone for a few seconds.
That's all we're asking for. That's all me and my movement are asking for. Equal treatment.
Battery low.
What is your movement?
We're called the Anti-Bad Guy Squad, right? And how it works is we do whatever the fuck we want and assault people we don't like and set fire to things and all that shit. But here's the key. Because we're the Anti-Bad Guy Squad, if you oppose us, you're a bad guy. So the only people who'd be anti-bad guy are pro-bad guy, right? So only bad guys. So it's a pretty fucking genius movement, really, when you think about it.
Wait, is there a reason why this would sound familiar to me?
No, it's a completely original idea.
It's his own feed.
Original movement, do
my
not
key
steal.
Points, though, are my key points are deplatforming speakers, assaulting people who say things I don't like, setting fire to my own community. These are the things I want to do.
And don't forget, assaulting speaker you don't like, even if they are part of the minority you claim to protect.
100%.
Yep.
Absolutely. And because they're bad guys.
Seems
Because
reasonable.
if I hit you, if I, when representing the anti-bad guy squad, hit you, then you're a bad guy, obviously. Anyway, CNN is really interested in doing a story about us, so you carry on doing your thing. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Okay, have fun.
Okay.
And stay safe.
And I just want to say, yes, I went off on on Russell here because, yeah, there are people who went to Iraq who are genuine heroes who got horribly injured trying to help others. Do not fucking try to compare yourself to war heroes, you fucking sack of shit.
Hell yeah. Fucking give it to him. Kick his ass. Verbally.
Sadly, I'm no war hero. We know, you fucking degenerate.
You are nothing, Russell. You are
I
nothing.
don't know. You say he's not a war hero. Sure, he didn't, didn't see his
Where are you
buddies
going
die.
with this?
Didn't ever throw himself on a live grenade, save his commanding officer. But he did, while standing on a cloud, no less, get stabbed by Taylor Swift and kicked into a fucking volcano.
You checkmated me.
Checkmate, liberal.
Yep.
Being dead is destroyed with facts and logic.
Anti-bad guy squad. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city. I was born this way. Boring, huh? Yes, you are. You're also disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to be walking around like this, I need a cool story to explain to the sightseers.
No,
Luckily,
you don't.
I can be happy that my disability isn't progressive, which thankfully means in 20 years my face won't be shaped like a toolbox.
For God's
Wait,
sake.
you mean
I
it's
hate
not?
people like this. I fucking hate people like this who are like, oh, look at me, I'm so fucking disabled. It's that people who are disabled and just want to live a normal fucking life, you know?
Yep.
Like people who don't want to be treated as like an attraction or something.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude as well? It's like, oh man, being born with this facial disability sure does suck. It'd be way better if I had years of psychological trauma to associate with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be way cooler if, like, my face was damaged by a fucking roadside bomb?
Like, under normal circumstances.
Like,
people,
shut the fuck up.
like, he's deliberately, like, trying to draw attention to the fact that he's disabled, I think, to just, like, soften the blow of what he did.
It's all just more feel sorry for me.
Yeah. This is like if I beat the shit out of some random people and then say, oh, but you see, I was born autistic, I have this, I have that, I can't be held accountable because I'm disabled, blah. Basically this.
Yeah, I ran over a store clerk twice. But,
I
I'm
ran him
autistic.
over and backed up.
But that son of a bitch, took all my inheritance money when he sued me for running him over. The amount of legal costs.
Fucking
Yeah, basically that.
Christian already said that shit.
yes, he did. Also, our acronym is ABS, Flexes in Good Guy. Thank you, Gemma.
Amazing.
And yes, thank you, Azure Night Terror. He hasn't even fought in the meme wars.
He has probably not even fought in the skeleton wars.
In all seriousness, my face is the way it is because I'm missing the 7th cranial nerve muscles in my face. Bad luck of the draw, I guess.
For God's sake. I just fucking... What in the shit? How did that? Oh no!
That's gonna haunt my nightmares.
And to make matters worse, someone on Twitter took a fucking screenshot of my amazing quote.
That motherfucker, Jesus Christ, that is going to replace my uncle in my nightmares.
What?
Oh yeah, my amazing quote. If you don't remember Gemma, I'm just gonna put it into the fucking Discord chat here so you can see that someone genuinely did exactly what I told them not to do.
Oh.
That fucking picture. I've loved to
I have
learn
no
my-
idea what you said, so this will be funny for me.
Yeah.
Oh Christ!
Wait, what's this?
No,
Seen it yet?
it's the fucking. I don't know which asshole
yeah.
did this, but if I find you.
Okay. Oh, fuck me.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, ha, ha. Oh, wait. I'm about to get some speech lessons for when I speak like Russell. I've learned to love my life despite being with something so challenging. Because of my disability, eating and speaking can be difficult. When I talk, my T's sound like C's. My V's sound like Z's. B's become G's. It's almost as if I'm speaking in an alien form of English.
Doubt that this guy has like. Is it? Sorry, the fucking screen at my end is having a seizure. It's just annoying. I highly doubt that he's learned to love his life despite his disability, considering how he constantly mentions it, how he constantly says how bad it is, and how he wishes like he could have a better story behind it and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is lying. Raptor Rex, did Russell fight in the Gamer Dino War of 2016? I think not.
We don't mention that war. We've lost too many young souls. It's too traumatic to mention, I'm sorry.
Pronouncing places and names can be especially difficult. I can't even pronounce my last name correctly.
To be fair, I can't do that either.
What is your last name? Dox yourself on live stream, Rudy. Come on, do it.
No, I can't pronounce his last name.
Oh.
I can pronounce mine just fine, but no one else.
B's and send it to G's and stuff. This is going to sound mean, but I'm reminded of the way they write Scarface in the Batman comics.
Yeah.
Because of course it's a ventriloquist dummy, and so like he pronounces like a lot of B's as G's and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So whenever I'm just that's what it's making me think of, which makes me feel kind of mean. But I thought I'll share it with you anyway.
It's Russell Greer.
You're gonna stop
Just
caring
like-
about being mean.
Yeah.
Since
Like even me, the gentle soul of the group, stopped caring about Russell Greer. Well, gentle soul in fucking quotation marks.
Their last name is Jazz. You are correct, Blue Chow
Yes.
Chow. How silly of me.
Yes, my last name is Jazz.
I speak perfect English. I doubt that. And that when I speak, I have a Dean Martin voice. You fucking wish. Going on, and I sound like Taylor Swift is the coolest in a studly way.
Studly.
Just looked
Press
at the
X
chat.
to doubt.
I looked at the chat and my heart just warmed. It was lovely. I'm not gonna say what was, but just thanks.
I forget though that when a stranger hears me, they can hear Taylor Swift is a ghost. It can be frustrating. A lot of times I have to repeat myself when I speak and make sure I speak slowly with enunciation. And yes, thank you for that, Jacob. Yeah, Chow Chow, just to let you know, there, please.
Yep. It's fucking speech therapy, man. Is that a thing? Can you just go to speech therapy?
I think the thing is because he can't move his lips, like it's impossible for him to say certain things. But it's like I don't get why there's so much of this fucking book is about his facial disability.
Because
I know I sound like an asshole, but who the fuck cares?
Or you'll quickly see that no one cares. The thing is, he tries to. He's an asshole. And when people get angry at him for being an asshole, he tries to say, "You're doing this because of my disability."
Exactly, is what I'm saying. He's building this up as his shield.
Yes.
Yeah, one of my friends is in a wheelchair, and he's a big wrestling fan. He can't wrestle, but he finds other ways to amuse himself. He used to edit our show for us. He loves video editing. He gets himself out there.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't spend every fucking waking hour complaining about the fact his legs don't work.
Yeah, or like
You know, because
even
we sound like an asshole, but I don't want to fucking hear it.
yeah, like even
Like,
I with
nobody
my
cares.
disability try my best to like fucking do things. Like I have my hobbies. I've held like I've gone through 3 years of apprenticeship, did public schooling, all that shit, and you know, like even if it's a struggle sometimes, I still like try to live a relatively normal life and don't fucking blame everything that happens on my my brain being stupid,
Yeah, but you're not.
if you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying, but you're not stupid.
Aw, that's so nice to me. God damn, it's just nah. I'm
Oh,
not.
and here come the cute sounds.
No.
Fucking don't mind me, lads. Jesus.
Oh, hi Jacob.
Oh,
How you doing?
God. He's gonna tell us to get a room pretty
I was
soon.
gonna say, Rudy, you sound like Bean Daddy just brought your ass a box of chocolates. Calm the fuck down.
Whoa! A whole
Sorry.
box.
With the milk tray, man.
A whole
I
box.
just
Do I look like I'm made of money here?
I just get so bashful when someone compliments me, and I just, like my brain just fucking rejects it, but I also want to accept it, and it just short circuits my brain, and that's why I start making these noises to cope.
Yep, and it's cute.
You know.
And Star
No.
Dragon, the disability that Russell has is called Mobius syndrome. It makes it so that he cannot turn his eyes. If he wants to look side to side, he has to turn his entire head. And his lips are perpetually stuck open. And his teeth, he has difficulty opening his jaw, so he sounds very odd when speaking.
Swing your head from side to side. Come on, do the Mobius.
Do the Russell! Car, do the Russell Greer.
Swing your head from side to side.
Do you love me now, Taylor?
Oh, that was so
Okay.
mean. I'm sorry.
Oh no, mean is what I'm about to be. Don't get me started on how I eat. People say it's rude to slurp your food. Well then, I must be the rudest person they've ever met, because I naturally slurp my
You may well be, but I don't think it's because of how you eat.
Exactly. I have to tilt my head backwards when I drink, or else my drink comes out of my mouth and stains my shirt. It's always hard to explain when I'm walking around with a giant yellow splash on a white shirt. No, people just think you
Dude,
pissed yourself.
I don't care. I don't fucking care. Tell me about why you sued Taylor Swift. I don't give a shit about
Just use
any
a
of
straw. Just use a straw, Russell. There are straws.
So he looks like a fucking
None of
baby
this
bird
shit matters.
putting his
Tell
head
me why
back.
you fucking sued Taylor Swift.
Let's see here.
This is literally just clickbait. The title of the book is just
It's like one of those YouTube videos where they're like, I saw a really bad one recently. It was like that time that Simpsons put in a really rude word they didn't know was rude, and it was like fucking 5 minutes of talking about nothing before they went, oh, it had the word fag in it, and then they had another 5 minutes talking about nothing. And I was just like, oh, dude, shut the fuck. And of course, comments. It's like, I'm looking forward to the comments for this one. Comments were disabled.
Funny you say that, Jacob, because whenever I begin to drool, I joke that I'm working on my Homer Simpson impression.
Yeah. Apparently I can get you to drool just by mentioning whiskey.
Well, yeah. Well, how you described that whiskey was amazing.
Okay, so what we've got so far is Bean Daddy complimenting Rudy to the point that they make weird noises, and Rudy making Bean Daddy drool.
It's an inside joke. I call him Pavlov's alcoholic because I told him about whiskey I had in Tirano, which was a whiskey that was aged so perfectly well. You could basically taste the barrel it was aged in. Like it has like a lovely, like spicy, like aftertaste. Like, it was just a lovely whiskey. And he joked that he was salivating, and I said like, you're Pavlov's Pavlov's alcoholic, like Pavlov's dog.
Cope, quit putting your fucking fan fiction in the chat.
No way, boy. You knew what you were getting yourself into, and you invited my ass in.
Oh, McShady, you're throwing some shade at you there for your typo.
Fucking.
Yes, I typed the word too quickly and spelled it incorrectly. Therefore, nothing I said works now. It doesn't
Be
completely
distracted.
invalidate what I said. That's how it works.
We can call the ship name Bean Daddy Jazz. No. Bean Daddy Jazz. Nah.
Broody.
No, that's just
I was
the
just
word.
Rudy Mandela, you know? Daddy Mandela. There you go.
Rudy Mandela. I love it. Just don't tell my boyfriend about it. I don't think he'll be too happy about it.
He's not in the chat, is he?
No, he's not in the chat.
I wondered why no one took my bet.
We try to keep our relationship off the internet.
Do you think these two should kiss? Yes. Just one guy with folded arms. No.
Yes, me and my boyfriend, we try to keep our relationship off the internet because, like, you've seen shit like, fucking IDOPS or like Seanhead and Skeptic. What happens when these people like publicly put their relationship for all the world to see? Like, it's something we want to have like private, you know.
Someone said Rudella, and it makes me think of fucking rubella.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Isn't rubella good?
Okay,
no.
yeah,
What that is.
Yeah, I put number 1 for this. I think that was a mistake. This has been... we're getting over with this.
Suggests rude bean.
It's a disaster. I blame myself.
I blame you too. But then from there I'd have to blame
I just
myself.
blame the band, you two. What the fuck is a rubella? Oh, jeez, that's what it is. Okay.
Well, at least something good came from this stream. Rudy learned what rubella is.
I don't want it. Don't give me rubella, please.
Excuse me.
So the chat's just like, no, yo. He's like, isn't that good? And I'm just like, no, you fucking dumbass.
English isn't my first language, okay? So, like, there's a lot of things in English that I don't know.
I gotta get out there and get me some AIDS.
I don't want AIDS.
That's my pitch perfect Rudy Jazz impression.
You're lacking the German, like.
Hey, folks, it's me, Rudy Jazz.
Why
Yes,
do I sound
on.
like I'm from the south?
Spot on impression.
Cool. That was actually me, Cobe. I know you couldn't tell, folks at home.
Whoa.
I didn't suddenly have a clone of myself. It sounded slightly southerner. Southern? Help me. You know.
Southern.
Fucking. Yes, southern. Basically,
Alright.
Jacob, if you want to make an impression of me, you gotta add like. You gotta sound very aggressively German accented.
Okay, so should I even bother continuing this, or...
I mean, going.
I certainly don't give a shit, but...
I just want to get to the part where he fucking sues Taylor Swift.
Alright,
But you know that's going to be like 100 fucking pages in.
It's just a fucking sentence, and at the end it's like, oh yeah, and I sued Taylor Swift. Sauce.
I do genuinely feel guilty about how much I'm derailing this. I'm sorry. I just don't give a shit. So I think I'm going to duck out for a bit just so you guys can actually get on with the stream. Because it started out funny, but I'm well aware that I have fucking derailed this so badly.
And it's much more fun than the fucking book itself. Like, I've already decided that Russell Greer can fucking eat just a wooden dick and get splinters in his throat. You know? That was maybe a bit harsh. I'm sorry.
That was interesting image you gave there.
Fuck, it's late, man. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing. We've been going for 2 hours now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah.
The blue chow chow. I'm actually not German. I'm Swiss. So don't worry. I'm not gonna invade your house. I'm just gonna take all the Nazi gold while they invade your house. I hope that's okay.
Okay, so well, yeah, I'm gonna call it for the night.
Yeah, it's fucking it's fucking midnight here, and it's almost 1 a.m. as well.
Yeah, I might continue this if anyone's at all interested, or I might just stick with my immortal.
I'd love to come on again. That was fun, and I think I'm getting comfortable with a bigger audience
I'm
as
glad.
well, which is nice.
Well, Rudy, thank you for coming. Jacob, thank you as well.
Thanks.
And if Gemma can hear me, thank you.
Thank you for having me on,
And
or having me on the stream.
and thank you everyone in the chat for sticking around. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll
A
talk to
big
y'all later.
thanks from me as well. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.